spicy, porky basil pizza. And cheesy, my goodness. This is my spicy Thai pork and basil pizza. All right guys, so you know how much I love fusion pasta. Well, guess what? I love fusion pizza just as much. And here in Bangkok, one of my favorites that is often served in cafes around the place is Thai Krapow Pizza. Yeah, spicy pork, basil, loads of chili, all on top of a cheesy pizza. We're gonna go there. Let's do it. Let's make our pizza base first. So first off, we need some flour, just good old plain flour. All-purpose flour is fine. And I want some yeast. So just be careful when you're buying your dried yeast. There's two types. There's instant and there's active. Instant can just go straight into the flour like I'm gonna do now. Active needs you to just bloom it or add it to the warm water and just let it sit for a few seconds so it starts to activate. They're the two differences. Now I also need some sugar and a decent pinch of salt. Okay, just mix those dry ingredients together. Now you want to go in with your liquid ingredients. I've got some warm water here. The warm water helps that yeast to start doing its thing. So that goes in, and then just a little dash of olive oil, like a tablespoon or so, and then start mixing. Once you get to this point, you'll need to get your hands dirty. And then once that dough has come together, get it out onto your workbench and then just start kneading here. And you'll need to use a little bit of intuition, as you always do when you're working with doughs. And I can see that I'm getting quite a lot of sticky dough stuck to my hand when I'm trying to knead it. So I need a little bit of flour. Okay, let's give that a go. Be a little bit more. All right, so that is feeling pretty good. I'm doing some kneading here and I'm not getting too much stuck to my palm. And now you just want to relax into your kneading. I always find if you just think of it as a kind of time to meditate on how delicious your pizza is going to be, then it all goes a lot quicker. But you want to do this for about 10 minutes. You want to be stretching and folding the dough back on itself until we get kind of springy ball of dough. All right, so this dough is starting to feel quite like firm, and when I roll it out into a ball here and just press on it, and it should spring back. There we go. Okay, now get yourself a clean bowl, add in a little bit of oil. Just use your hands to spread that oil out in the bowl. Add your dough in, a little bit more oil on top so he doesn't dry out. And now tuck that guy up nicely with a damp tea towel in a nice warm spot for about 30 minutes. All right, so time to have a look at our dough. I want to take this out and give it another quick knead. I just want to knock some of that air out. Okay, and now divide that into 3. Now just let these rest for another 15 minutes, just under a tea towel. And we're going to do our topping in the meantime, so it all works out perfectly, really. And that's going to make it easier for us to roll the dough out because it'll have a little bit more of a relax. Now our spicy pork topping. I want to start off with some garlic. Now the chilies. So it's up to you how far you want to take the chili spice. I, of course, love things super hot, so I'm going to go with 2, maybe 5 of these little bird's eye chilies. Just take the tips off. And then you want to pound this into a pretty fine paste. Okay, so this is the kind of situation that you're after. Oh, I can already smell those chili fumes. So now we're ready to cook. Just want a hot wok or a pan. Add in some oil. Now add in the garlic and the chilies. And your pork. Now you just want to keep stir frying this until that pork is cooked. Now we want to add in some seasoning sauces. So I've got some oyster sauce, some fish sauce, some soy sauce. I just mix that through. And now, of course, we need the Krapow element of our Thai Krapow. And that is what we call in Thailand here, Thai Krapow. This is the type of basil that it is. In English, I've seen this called holy basil. It's also called spicy basil. It does have a bit of a kind of spicy kick to it and a really lovely, almost medicinal kind of flavor and aroma. And you can recognize it by how fluffy, it's sort of got a fluffy stem, and the leaves have a jagged edge. Really is a beautiful herb to find if you can at your Thai grocer. But look, I don't want you to miss out on the joy that is this amazing fusion pizza. So if you can't get a hold of it, please just use Thai basil, or even Italian basil is good as well. The key here is that you want a lot. So this basil really forms like almost like another vegetable in the dish. So go hard. And this is the part that's truly magical. That basil transforms everything, and that aroma and that smell is unbelievable. This is one of my favorite Thai dishes, I have to say, and it just makes me happy cooking it. Okay, just get that out into a bowl. And now let's get to work on our pizzas. Okay, let's have a look at our dough. Right, now I like to put a bit of flour underneath. And look, I'm not professing to be like some expert pizza maker. This is just the way I make pizza at home because it's easy and it's the way my family likes it. So my crust is kind of like a mix between a crispy and a pan. So I get a little bit of fluff through the center, but it's still kind of firm on the bottom so the pizza topping doesn't run away. That's the way we like it at my house anyway. Now I'm just going to use a rolling pin first of all, just to get a nice sort of shape. And then I like to dip my fingers in a little bit of oil and just kind of like spread out the dough with my fingers. I like to kind of leave the crust a bit thicker, and then I just kind of let gravity do its thing and just sort of pull it a little bit. And now, so this is the system I've devised at home to work with my home oven and not having a pizza peel and a pizza stone and all the fancy things. So I get a little bit of baking paper, put my pizza base on top of that, and then my pork goes on. And now some cheese. And now, because I am an absolute sucker for punishment when it comes to chili and spicy things, I'm going to add some extra fresh chili on top. You don't have to, or you can add more, up to you. I just like to slice it with some scissors, make sure I've got a nice even coverage, a few little pops of spice to surprise people as they're biting into their pizza. And now, come take a look at what I've got going in the oven. So I've had my tray heating up in the oven, it's really hot. And now slide your pizza, baking paper and all, onto that hot tray. And the reason for the hot tray is that that's gonna really allow the bottom of the pizza and the inside of the pizza to cook really nicely and evenly, as well as the top. Oh, this pizza looks so divine. Okay, now you can use your baking paper again to slide it off onto your chopping board. Now we just cut some slices. And there you go. Thai Krapow Pizza. Fusion pizza, spicy pork pizza, whatever. It looks amazing. It is already making me smile. I haven't even tried it yet. Let's just have a look. See some nice structural integrity here because I don't want that pork sliding off. That is so good. And spicy, wow. Whew, that's the best bit. I really love this one. How many times can we shoot this video? A few more? I think so. If you've got any comments or questions, pop them below. And if you enjoyed the video, why not hit that subscribe button plus the little bell one, and that way you'll get notified every time I release a new video. Thanks, guys.